So I've been wanting to do a blog or vlog. I have a blog already, but I've been wanting to do a vlog for a long time, and I mainly talk about productivity. And now I have summer vacation, which means that I have all the time in the world to work towards my goals and dreams of making content and doing this YouTube channel as well as my clothing brand, which means that I will spend most of the time in front of the computer. And one of the reasons why I haven't actually started a vlog or tried vlogging before is because I feel like a lot of people have like really exciting lives. I don't. I spend most of my time at this desk right here in front of my computer. That's mainly what I do every single day. I stand in front of this computer, and that's pretty much all I do. I sit here and work every single day. That's my whole life, except for the days I'm at work. But it feels like a really boring vlog. So welcome to a day in my boring but productive life. That's what I'm going to call this vlog. So first things first, today I have a bunch to do. I need to film one YouTube video. I will try to get one done every single day this week and the next couple of weeks. If I have the time, I want to film one for tomorrow as well, because tomorrow is the Euro semifinals and I would really like to catch that. And I want to do a blog post as well. I want to write it today and go through it tomorrow. And I do have to film a lot of TikToks for my personal profile, and probably one for the clothing brand as well. We'll need to double check my calendar for that. But when it comes to the TikTok videos, I actually haven't got an idea on what I wanted to film. I do a lot of fashion style content there as well as some storytelling, so I need to figure out what I actually want to film, and I should probably clean up a bit as well. That's my GoPro thingy. I have everything inside of this small bag right here, so that I'm never lose anything. There are so many small bits and pieces to this camera, and I just have it in one place. But first things first, I need to get in the shower if I'm going to stand in front of the camera. Is it just me, or all of these vlogs that people film, everyone seems to wake up looking a lot better than I do? Like, my hair is really messy every day when I wake up. My beard is out of control. Everything is just out of control. Is it just me, or does it feel like everyone in these vlogs looks a lot more polished than I do when I wake up? So now I'm done with getting done. Hair is okay. Suit or a blazer is on, and now it is time to do some minor administrative work. What people don't actually understand about having a YouTube channel or social media in general is that it is like really fun to work with until you make some money. Once you make some money, it is actually so much work um, trying to do or control everything. It is a lot of administration work just to get some money, and that is like the part of YouTube I think most small, like really small YouTubers hate the most, me included. That's the part I enjoy doing the least. But that is what I'm going to start with. Then I need to actually sit down and plan out my YouTube content, or actually TikTok content needs to be planned out first. YouTube content is already planned out. So most of my days are just like this. I just sit here in front of the computer with something to drink and I work for hours and hours. That is like my whole day, most of the days. And sometimes it is like this when I get home from work. So I have a day job. I get home and I sit here for a couple of hours, film a video, write some scripts, maybe write a blog post. And one of the biggest problems I personally have is that I tend to think that I have more time than I do during the 24 hours of the day. Or rather, I think I can accomplish a lot more than I actually can in those 12, 13 hours I'm awake. And I often end up feeling a little sad at the end of the day because I wasn't able to accomplish all of the things on my to-do list, and it looks like this is going to be another one of those days. But I've learned to not beat myself up too hard about it. But the main reason for me trying to vlog this, there are two reasons. One of them is that it would be fun to look back on this in a couple of years. But the second one is that I see many like up and coming content creators or aspiring content creators and even small business owners who want to quote unquote make it big. They post a lot on social media saying that they want to make it, and they look up to a lot of these people who have already made it and are traveling around the world, seeing the world, maybe working just a few hours each day. And I have always believed that it isn't like that, at least not in the start. It might end up being like that, but I don't think it is like that when you start off or all the time. And I just wanted to show like a more realistic start to a content creation journey or a business journey, because it feels like this a lot of the time. It is problems you have to solve every single day, things not working properly, just like a lot of anger, a lot of things that just don't go your way. It is more like that than anything else. And some days are just like you can't take it anymore, you just want to give up. But most days are fun simply because you enjoy what you're doing, and that is something I think is like unbelievably important, to enjoy the thing you're doing if you quote unquote want to make it big, because most days will be like really hard. You won't see any growth. It will take a lot of time, and keeping yourself motivated when you can't see any growth is really hard. And that is just something I've learned after having done this for, I think it's about 4 years now, creating content and running a business for 2.5, 3 years, and not seeing like a ton of growth. It is just like that sometimes, and to keep yourself motivated you actually have to enjoy what you're doing, and that's what keeps me going. Is the fact that I enjoy what I'm doing. On the other hand, on my YouTube channel I have seen a lot of growth, a lot more than I was actually expecting. But like using many of your spare hours on this right here, on trying to achieve your dreams, is really hard when you can't see any growth. I've seen a lot of YouTubers or people who want to be YouTubers who started around the same time as me. Most of them aren't posting anymore, which is really sad because I enjoyed their content. But it shows you how hard it is to stay consistent for a long enough time, and it is also really hard to stay consistent when everything you're doing, like all of the videos I'm posting, especially in the start, but still a lot of them are really bad. I think this vlog right here is really bad because it's the first one I am filming, and I've looked through it, and it isn't the best, and it just shows you that if if you want to accomplish something, it will be hard. If it was really easy, then everyone would probably be doing it, and I wouldn't even end up really sad if I wasn't able to make it. I'm just happy that I have something to dedicate my time to, and it is something that I enjoy, and I get the chance to at least impact one person. That's what matters to me, and it keeps me going, even though I can't see the growth I maybe hoped for or dreamed of. That's not necessarily the goal. My goal is mainly to have something I enjoy, and the goal of like doing this full time isn't about making a set amount of money. It is more about being able to earn a living doing something I enjoy. That's my main goal. So research for the first video is now done. I use MyMind to do most of my research. I actually use MyMind for most of the stuff, even though it isn't the best application for like project management and planning out your projects. It is more like a hub for inspiration you have saved over time. I still use it for the purpose of project management, and that is simply because I love the application and I really want it for that inspirational part, but I can't afford paying $24 each month to have both Milanote, which is my favorite project management app, and have MyMind as well. It just gets too expensive. So I have considered something like, for example, Notion, but I lose a lot of that visual sense of it. But it is something I will look deeper into. I have tried Anytype as well, for those of you who have followed me for a long time, but there are two main problems with Anytype. The first one is that I actually work with people now, both on the clothing brand side of things, but also on this YouTube channel and my personal brand and my personal website and everything like that. I actually work in a team now instead of just working alone. I have my fiance and even my friends helping me out and doing some jobs for me. So I have a team, and I also do hire some freelancers from time to time. And having them using something like Anytype is just too much to ask right now. So Anytype is more of a personal thing for me, and not necessarily something I'm using on a regular basis for my project management aspect, or the project management aspect of my life. So that is why I am stuck with MyMind for right now, but I am probably going to find myself a better project management tool. Maybe I even will go back to Notion, because if I do, I will actually have the ability to build out my whole entire workspace and make that into a video which I can post on YouTube. So that may be a good idea. I will just need to write that down quite quickly and just have that in mind for the upcoming videos. So that might be something I do, but I will need to find myself a project management application, and it is starting to become really important because I have people working with me now, which means that we need to be able to sort of work together without the need to have a meeting every single day. So I need to know what other people have done, for example, to the website, and what is missing now, and just having a place where they could check off the things they've done would make it a lot easier. So that is also something I will do, but that is probably something I will end up doing after I've done all of my work. So now it is time to film the first TikTok video. I often film the videos on my GoPro, and then I sit down and edit them. I try to batch record, especially in weeks and days like this. I really want to batch record things. But just for the sake of this video, I will film this one on my phone, and I will just start and film the video. The problem with my TikTok videos is that they are in Norwegian, so I will have to just skip through this, because I'm guessing, or I know that most of my audience on YouTube is not Norwegian, so I will just need to make this go quite fast, so I will just double the speed of this or something while I'm filming. And once I'm done, I will get back to talking through what's left for the rest of the day. The first TikTok video is now done. I still have a bunch to film, but as I said earlier, I don't have all of the ideas ready. So I am planning to take my iPad and my Mac and sit outside and work for a bit. I think better outside, and I'm bringing my notebook as well. To write down some ideas, come up with some new ones, and do a lot of batch recording. I think I will do at least one outfit video. It is kind of weird because my TikTok channel and all of my Norwegian social media channels are all around fashion, while my YouTube channel and my other channels that are on English is actually centered around productivity. So I wasn't able to sit outside for too long because I live in Norway and it always rains here, but I'm back here. This is my first video idea done for TikTok. I actually have two huge screens, that's why I like to work on this workstation right here. Even though I have a Mac and an iPad as well, I just love sitting at my workstation. I also have these small index cards right here, a bunch of stationery stuff, and these boxes. I have two more up there. These boxes right here are actually for my Zettelkasten system, which I don't talk about too often, but let me know if you want to see a video on my Zettelkasten system. I am mainly using it for a future book I want to write, and that's what all of these index cards are for. So this right here is actually from Foglietto, I think they're called, and so are these index cards right here. I talked about my my notebook, and I have a couple of them, but one thing I wanted to show you is how crazy I actually am about stationery stuff. So this is where I have most of my stationery. As you can see, there are a bunch of notebooks here. We have a few. These are the bullet journal ones. These are the traveler's notebook ones. I have some post-it notes here, ink, even more ink, and I have even more ink behind there for my ballpoint pens. I have even more pens and a notebook here as well. This is also a Midori notebook, A4, with the goat, the leather goatskin cover. It is called a cover. And we have some more notebooks right here. Behind here I have a couple of notebooks that are B5, I think. And we have all of the traveler's notebook accessories right here, some stickers and some field notes behind there as well. So it is time for another YouTube video, and what I do before I film the YouTube video is that I go through my notes right here, but I also just go quickly through the application to see if there are any major changes since the last time I tested it out. As you can see, this app is called MyReach, and I just go through the pricing plan. I see through the website one more time as a last preparation before I actually go ahead and I film the video. And I also do a microphone check. As you can see right here, I use the Blue Yeti microphone. And I just go through everything one last time. It takes me around 2 to 3 minutes. I have some bullet points in my notes, but I do not have any more than that. I don't like actually scripting out my whole entire video because I end up too reliant on the script. So if I forget something, I will just forget the whole thing. But it is time to get the YouTube video done, which is probably the most important thing I do in a day. I think that YouTube is the best social media, not only because it actually pays an okay amount of money, but I feel like growing a community and getting to know people, and just it is just a lot more enjoyable on YouTube compared to things like Instagram or even TikTok. I prefer YouTube over both of those, so that's why I prioritize it the highest. I just filmed the YouTube video, but it didn't end up being any good, so I will have to refilm it now. And maybe I will just end up filming another idea. I tried filming a MyReach video, but honestly the app just isn't too good, so I will probably have to figure out something else to film and wait with the MyReach video until it has developed a little more. I try to not film videos about productivity apps that just are terrible. I try to avoid those, and MyReach is like an application that I believe in. I think it is a really great idea, but the execution seems to be lacking a lot. It still has ways to go until it is at a level where it is a usable application. I'm still sitting here, and I actually filmed the video. It took me around an hour to film. The first video that I ended up not doing anything with was around 10 minutes, but the second one was a bit longer. It is around 20 minutes, and it is called, I think the name of the video will be apps to help organize your life that aren't Notion. I think that's what I will end up calling it. I think that's what I will end up calling it. I actually forgot 2 applications as well, so I might actually go back and film the last 2 applications as well. I forgot to look at my note. I've had such a long day. I will try to film the last 2, and I will come back and tell you how it is going. After a quick think, I decided to not add the 2 applications. I think I will just do some more research, and I will release a part 2 of the video, because 20 minutes is really long, and adding 2 more would make it around 25-30 minutes, probably closer to 25 minutes. So I think I will do a part 2, because 20 minutes is already too long. So I will do some research today and script out the video and film it by the end of the week. Apart from that, I think that I'm done with mostly everything. I just need to edit the YouTube video. Comment down below if you know what app it is. But I will just need to finish editing the video. Then I will upload all of the content I filmed on the GoPro today, and I will start editing my vlog. That is basically it in my boring but still really productive day. I've filmed 5 TikTok videos, I have written 1 blog post, I've made 1 20-minute long YouTube video, and 1 YouTube video that I did not end up publishing. Really productive day, but it is really boring. I just sit here on my desk every single day for a few hours and work. That's basically how it is to be productive. It doesn't necessarily need to look fun. I think it is really fun, even though I am a little tired now because I had to film my videos twice and there has been a lot of filming and I get really tired whenever I film. But that is pretty much it for the things I do. So this was the first ever vlog. Probably the worst one as well. I think that these vlogs will only get better and better as I get into practice and I figure things out. But this was basically the first ever vlog. If you have any questions, any suggestions, comment them down below. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Now I'm like really tired and I just want to relax a little bit, but before I do that I will just edit the YouTube video and I will move all of the content from the GoPro into my computer.